all 100 children. You have to join me right here in the Gullah Geechee Epicenter. St. Helena Island, South Kakalaki. Oh, this year the place where the missionary become back in 1862. Oh, but when they yet it and children the cracky teeth so, then before us know what to do. Oh, but then children say, oh, they children have to learn something else. So then they try to get we crack we teeth like them better do. Oh, you know how them missionary when they come through. Oh, but this your place still a stand. Oh, we celebrate them, you know, because they're pretty grand. Come on, y'all, you don't have to enter. This your place we call Penn Center. Peace and blessings, honey children. You know who this shall be. This shall the Queen Quet, head from the body of the Gullah Geechee Nation. Now, honey children know if you did with me, honey go I know what going on. Now, honey children ain't been see this your face yet. Too much of time on Gullah Geechee TV. That's why I had warned them for sit down right out here. It be hot around here, y'all. But look here, you know one thing that be going on that be hot when it's supposed to be cool? That'll be Heritage Day celebration. So you know where that going at, ain't it? That'll going on at Penn Center right here in the Gullah Geechee Nation on historic St. Helena Island in November. This year in November 6th through the 9th. You might as well don't just leave out your Saturday. You might as well stay till Sunday for go church and thing like that. So November 6th through the 9th. So right here I want to crack my teeth a little bit with we new executive director here at Penn Center. But ask him a little bit about him coming here. Now you know y'all ain't gonna yet him crack your teeth like this year. Cause he done come here. He ain't no been here. And he don't die.
That's right.
Okay then. So yeah, so this is Dr. Robert Adams. He is our executive director at Penn Center. So what's going on, Doc?
Hey, I think we're just trying to uphold and protect the land here on St. Helena.
Yes, sir.
And then have a little celebration at the same time.
I know that's right. And it though. So now tell me, you have only been to 2 Heritage Day celebrations so far.
That's right.
But being here on St. Helena Island, to you, why is Heritage Days an important celebration to have?
Ooh. I think the first thing is it marks that legacy from the past when they used to celebrate on the island and here at the school and to celebrate the harvest.
Yes.
And at the same time, I think in the modern day era, it celebrates just a closing out of the year.
Yes.
And a celebration of Gullah Geechee culture and all of its, color.
Yes.
And all of its brightness and festivities, because in the end, this is a culture to celebrate.
Right.
And this is a place to celebrate. And so Heritage brings everybody together in one big party.
Right.
But it's not just a lose your mind kind of event.
No, absolutely not.
It's an event
like
where
free your mind, but we don't want you to lose your mind.
That's right. It's free your mind,
yes.
But you can also taste the best of Gullah culture.
That's right.
See the best Gullah artists.
Yes.
Get all kinds of products from all the vendors.
Yes.
And so it's just a place where you can be surrounded by Gullah Geechee culture and history.
Absolutely.
And edify your soul.
Now that's a critical part right there. Edify your soul. One of the things that I've heard over the years about St. Helena Island is that people come here to not only edify their souls, but really connect to the soul and the heart of African traditions, Gullah Geechee traditions. Even those who have come here from West Africa, many times they're like, oh my God, sister, Queen, I am home. I feel at home here. You see? And so I know that we always have our brothers and sisters from the motherland here as part of the Heritage Day celebration. But I know every day that you are here on this property, you have people that come from around the world here. But what brought you here in particular? Why, of all the places in the world, were you directed spiritually to get to St. Helena?
Because I knew this is the workshop within which America could be healed. St. Helena is the place that is one of the founding spaces of the American experiment before there was even an American democracy in the United States. St. Helena was one of the early places that was settled.
Yes.
In addition to the Native American historical settlements, right?
Absolutely.
And so if the solutions to our problems in this country are going to happen, they're going to emanate from here. Because in the past, that's what's happened.
Right.
And so I believe that sometimes your origin point, you have to do that Sankofa.
Yes.
Turn back around to your
Go
starting
back and
point,
fetch it. Yeah.
and then go back and figure out how to solve the challenges that you've created as people and as human beings. And I think the solutions are coming right from here. And I want to be part of the solutions. I want to, be the world that I want to see. So I came here to activate myself to be part of that.
That's really important and critical to what you're saying about this American experience and the experiment that people call America. Because next year they're going to be celebrating independence, the Declaration of Independence.
Right.
While we see so many people seeming like they're a little concerned about black independence, and seem like they always have been. But since you have been in the Sea Island region, what has your experience been about independence, and why this institution? Because this institution, people would say, well, missionaries founded it, so how independent could it have been? I mean, how would you respond to that as well?
Well, I think that just like you're saying about the 250, 1776 was the opening salvo. It wasn't the end of the war.
Right.
It was the beginning.
That's right.
And I think the American experiment with democracy, those are the opening salvos. We have been fine-tuning, pushing back, resolving, reconciling since day one.
Yes.
And St. Helena, the Port Royal experiment, reconstruction, which emanates from the Port Royal area,
right,
is all part of that. And so I think that in terms of, we're really growing still, and we gotta realize that we're part of a dialogue.
Right.
We're part of it's almost like a jam session, of democracy, and we have to continue to play our part.
Yes.
Right, and this is an important horn in that American sound.
Right.
And that's what I'm here for. I'm here both to hear it, be inspired by it,
right,
and also to contribute to it.
Yes.
And like Stan Kraft said, when that American sound plays, it might move you, and you just might need to get on board.
Come on now.
Well, I'm on board.
Okay then, like the song say, get on board, children, get on board, right? So now this train gonna be running when people get on board, coming here for Heritage Days.
Right.
So now, what are you looking forward to the most? Because we got a whole series of events for them. We started with Youth and Family Day on that Thursday. We rolled that on into that evening where we got the taste of Gullah. You mentioned all the color, but there's that flavor Gullah Geechees always have.
Right.
We got that. We have our church service that goes on where Hunter and Kayeti, we doing all of this stuff. We're going to introduce our artists for this year. We do that at the Dr. York Bailey Museum. And then we have the Road to Remembrance play. But then on Friday, we have our symposium. We have a variety of other things going on with our Gullah Roots Village. And then Saturday is the big day where everybody's here. So when you talk about that jam session, all of this goes on. The fish fry, everything is jamming, right? So out of all of that, what's your favorite part so far?
Ooh, I think for me, the favorite part is the opening ceremony.
That's
because again, it's the opening salvo. And I know once those gates open, once people start to coalesce on campus, it's off and popping.
Oh,
you know that it's just that people are going to bring their energy, take energy, bask in the energy, and it's just like a non-stop. It's almost like floating. People make St. Helena levitate and make the Penn Center levitate from all of the power that they concentrate in this one little space.
Yes.
Right? And so all of it is almost like a reflection of the other thing. So the food and the music all sort of make you want to snap your fingers.
There you go. Exactly.
And so once it starts, I know it's going to be non-stop.
You know it.
Fun, appreciation.
Yes.
And respect, actually. Because you're going to have the young people out here learning, getting deeper insights into the culture.
Yes.
You're going to have the elders out here spreading that wisdom.
Absolutely.
And then also giving you that appreciative head shake, like, okay, You kept it going.
Exactly.
You didn't let it go down on your watch. So, and then just in terms of all the artists that are here, Artist Row, the various vendors,
all the authors.
So you can buy stuff from across the diaspora.
Right, from the people who actually created. From
the creators. That's right. You know, and so that's what I really love. I love just basking in all the creativity of what it means to be Gullah Geechee in the larger sense of the word. Yes,
and I love that you said levitate, because when I think of levitation, I'm always thinking about upliftment.
That's it.
I'm thinking about rising higher, you know, and that is what this event has always been about. I was part of Heritage Day from the very first one. Don't y'all worry about how old I is. I know y'all nosy. Don't worry about how old I is, Chilla. Okay. But I was the first person that they could say performed on a Heritage Day stage.
Right.
And that's why I always tell people about it. I don't care what other event you go to, but if you want to come to really see actual, authentic Gullah Geechees, this is that homecoming. They come for Heritage Day. I don't care where they live. If they was originally from St. Helena, they gonna get here. If they driving, they used to take the Great Dog, they take the train, they go ahead and fly down. They want to get here because they want to be here to see who they grew up with. They want to be a part of that energy. They want to really restore their souls being in that rhythm that is that jam session. They want to get that jam on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so, like I've told people, everybody on their boots on the ground this year, I'm like, y'all come boots on the ground and ready to get down. Because we're going to have Motown night. We're going to have it all this year. And so it's a blessing to hear you say levitate, because that upliftment is what the event has always been about. Yeah, and really showcasing what this institution is about.
And I think your return in terms of chairing this Heritage Committee this year again is a return. It's a homecoming. And just like you said, what makes it special about Heritage is a lot of people come home.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people return to be seen with the big turkey leg.
Yeah, that's funny. Yep, they sure do.
But at the same time, what I really love just as much is that a lot of people discover they didn't come here thinking they'd be coming home, but they discover that they're home.
That's right.
And you can feel it, you can see it in their eyes.
You do.
And nothing makes me feel prouder when I see somebody that's just alive and glowing with a sense of homecoming.
Yes, and so when you said that, I know you should remember this song, Love You With a Sense of Purpose. Yes. Just a sense of purpose. Yeah, so that's the thing. Is for me, heritage is something I love with a sense of purpose. It has this purpose of bringing us together in a celebration of who we are, who we are down young and thing like that we can show the world that, yeah, the missionary been a trifle liquid thing or remote and thing like that, but we still crack we teeth like this. And so we are still here in spite of every attempt to either erase us or assimilate us. We still here. And so the Benya and ain't going nowhere tall is a time that we can showcase that. And it's been really wonderful to watch this event grow in 41 years, to see it expand to where people who are up and down this coast come here. And I have witnessed the shock and awe in people's eyes that were even from Charleston, because they're like, we have never seen this many of us at one time. And I'm saying, but y'all got festivals and events and stuff. But then I see what they're saying. Not only do they see us, they see us.
That's
right? And that it's about us, and it's about all this creativity that we have that you say we bring in and we can jam on it. You see what I mean? And we get jammed in together with the parties and the food and everything, and ain't nobody trying to get out. Everybody's like, okay, just move in a little more. There's somebody else up in here, y'all. You know, at the reception or whatever. And nobody like, oh, it's so crowded. I mean, this is ridiculous. No, they're happy to be in there. And they're happy to be out here, like the insurance. We out here. And so this year, I'm looking forward to the Divine Nine being out here, the HBCUs being out here, the Masons, all the Masonic lodges and sororities and fraternities, and for us to really overstand their story, their legacy, the stolen legacy that was taken really from Kemet
Right.
But we keep giving it to the Greeks like
Right.
it's their stuff. You see what I mean? And so it's a blessing to have this place be that place that we're going to showcase all that this year. And so I definitely wanted folks to just get a little insight into who you are. But now, let's see if he should have this job or not. No, let's see. We done talked about this. But you know, you and I been talking about Penn Center. But some of my viewers might have never heard of Penn Center in their lives. So, to you, what is Penn Center?
Ooh, Penn Center has historically been an engine of opportunity and a facilitator of greatness. And you know, we talk about the missionaries that came here, and there were a lot of them.
Yeah.
Laura Town, Ellen Murray, but Charlotte Fortin, and the Gideonite band, and they played a part, and they played an important part. But I see them as facilitators.
Yes.
Because they found greatness here that was, you know, trying to get out the pen.
Yes.
Right? So this place could have never been successful if they didn't find a foundation to build on. You know, as the Bible says, on this rock, I build my church. And this has been a place that makes people sing.
You got that right.
And so that's why I think that, you know, this place has prospered and continues to survive because it continues to be a witness to what's possible in terms of excellence, in terms of freedom, in terms of the continuous struggle to sort of create, you know, space for the human creativity and genius. And so it's no coincidence that so many powerful people have come out of here.
That's right.
Right? And then, you know, when you see somebody like Robert Smalls,
yes,
right? It's like somebody that learned how to read in their 20s, but yet is one of the people that was the architects of public education.
Right.
Served 5 terms in Congress. That's the kind of genius you find here.
Yes.
And so all Robert Smalls was looking for an opportunity. He made his own.
He sure enough did.
And then contributed to forming the Penn Center, which created opportunities for others. And so when people say, and I'm all about celebrating the missionaries. I think they played an important part, but I don't want to overlook the talented, not 10th, the talented 100% that they encountered.
Absolutely right. And on that note, so tell us about Hastings Gant, because in 1862 when this school was formed, you know, a lot of people start the story right there with the missionaries.
Right.
But the missionaries didn't own no land on St. Helena Island.
They did not.
The missionaries came from New England down here.
Right.
So tell us about Hastings Gant.
Again, a guy came from Edisto, distinguished himself, served in the South Carolina legislature, but was a person who was influential in this whole post-Civil War experiment in this country. But yet, wasn't trying to amass power for himself.
Right.
He was trying to be a liberator, was a liberator.
Absolutely.
So part of that liberation strategy was black philanthropy.
Right.
Went ahead and donated the land, the 50 acres that we're sitting on. Hastings Gant was the one that donated that land. And again, that's why I keep saying, it's all about, it is local, it is national, but too often in our story, the local folks, all the names have been kind of overlooked.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think it's important that we remember the blood, sweat, and tears that local people put into this institution.
Absolutely right. They continue to.
And they continue to. Because I don't know how many generations deep we are in this experiment.
Right.
But it's the same, you know, a lot of the same names show up.
Over and over.
You know, from the 20s to the 2020s.
Exactly.
Right. And so I think it's important to know that this is an institution that has been fostered and really kind of promoted by local folks.
Absolutely.
But in that process, they've created a gift for the world. Yes. And that's what's important. That's what heritage, you get to come here and participate in that gift. But you can come any day of the week and participate in that gift as well.
That's exactly
in addition
right.
to.
That's exactly right. And in the jam session.
In the jam session,
yes.
Right.
And so when y'all yeti we the top of Hastings Gant, y'all yeti we the top of Charlotte Fortin, y'all yeti we the top of Robert Small, they look like me. You see? So that y'all can understand that now. So you got Gullah Geechee people, and you got a black woman who comes out of an abolitionist family in New England. She was cool. She was good. Like y'all would say, I good. Right? She was great, some of y'all would say. He had to come down south, okay, to help anybody. but she did. As we would say in the church, she thought it not robbery for come down here. So I say that to say this. Plenty we say we need to celebrate who we are as black people and things like that. They rather us be Gullah Geechee and things like that. Well, we pray y'all think I'm not robbery, but join we. Write your Heritage Day 2025, November 6th through the 9th. Write your historic St. Helena Island. And I know some of y'all ask, well, where we can stay at, and this and that, or where you go. Well, like he said, y'all can come here anytime. Penn Center actually rent out the buildings that were built by these ancestors, these students. My mama, my daddy, aunties, uncles, they going to this your school, and some of this work they had to help them put in to build some of these things. With been there, the man now, they ain't been to let legal and thing, do no woodwork and all that. They had to do other things. But they did this work. So that's why when we say the blood, sweat, and tears, it's literally in anything you touch around here. You can actually go where we're seated right now. I'm looking at the Brick Baptist Church. You can actually go look into some of the bricks and see fingerprints, because our ancestors made the bricks before they laid the bricks. So one of the things we need y'all to do is think that way. Whether you want to come be part of the masonry of what we're building here and continue to build, we want you to bring that skill set. If you want to be that person to come on and jam, come on, bring it. You see what I mean? And so all of that is part of the work we do. It's holistic. And so definitely it's a blessing, Doc, to sit out here with you this evening and get some of this, praise the Lord, cool breeze after these 100-degree days.
That's
we
right.
had you. But in November, we ain't care what, it's going to be a hot time. Right,
That's
here.
right. That's right.
But it's your 41st annual Heritage Day celebration. So, Doc, any last word you want to say to the people?
Wow, I just want to say, I look forward to you coming. I look forward to you animating the Heritage celebration, and I look forward to you adding your brick to the Penn experiment.
Yes, absolutely, because we want to keep on building. That's what we do, you see. So, peace, love, and blessings on the children this year, the Queen Quet, head upon the body of the Gullah Geechee Nation. As you done yeti, I the chair this year Heritage Day celebration one more again. Y'all who been here before, you know how we do. It's gonna be a party, y'all. So y'all come on through, bring them fans, where them fans at? You can bring the fans, bring the boots on the ground, be ready to get down. Wear your dancing shoes, it's gonna be a good time. As they used to say back in the day, eat your Wheaties, because you're going to need that. Because we got plenty going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and y'all must go and get up and go to church on Sunday before you get out here. Okay? But we want you to come right here to Penn Center. You can look on the screen. You see the website and things like that. So keep checking the website back and forth and all that. So then y'all will see what is going on. And we about to launch the 41st Annual Heritage Day Celebration page on Facebook, so that 100 children can keep up with all the activities and things like that. So you ain't got to call you every day, what else going on, what else going on? 100 go I see right on there what's going on, all right? And like if you're there with me, 100 go I know this year that what's going on. Peace, love, and blessed family. See you in November.
Peace.